cauldron bubble. Cool it like a crafty witch should. Then the charm is well and good. I have a tasty potion to try for anybody willing.
Let us begin the dance of death. The horseman rides, and your souls.
They say this Zulus is home. Most of the time those buried here stay there, but every once in a while one pops up and grabs it. So be careful where you dig now. If you're not, they're liable to snatch your ankle and pull you right in with them.
Pretty wild. Oh, the dog, it wasn't barking before.
Well, maybe tonight.
Good morning and welcome back to the Early Morning Sunday Show. We're back again, baby, live in the studio. All right, I got a lot of stuff to show this week, so quick recap of the week. Went out to see elk, couldn't find any. We're the first people in Colorado to never see elk in Estes Park. We're going to try again this weekend. Saw the big boy. Big boy came through. No, we're not talking about me. Big boy, the biggest steam engine in the world. Video footage, eventually make it on. Halloween decorations, it's a world gone mad. It's gone crazy. If you saw the start, thousands of dollars spent in Halloween decorations. But it makes some people happy. They are pretty cool. Gotta say that. And that's about it. Okay, it's going to snow this week. They say it's going to get cold this week up here. We've had the longest. It's been nice, so it may be ending. Oh, and the final thing, the most important thing from last week's video, what we learned last week is that some of you do like shemp over curly. And I think this is why I do videos, because we learn these kind of things. Shemp over curly was preferred by some, but everyone does agree curly part 2 sucked. So, good that we got that covered. So, cheers, everyone. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, but I do have a lot of music, and I want to get rolling on this because I may not be able to show it all. Well, yeah. All right. This album just came out, and it may be one of my top albums of the year. I've really been impressed with it, and it's been like nonstop. I just can't put it down. It's called New Biscuit. What a name. We're New Biscuit. Much better than an old biscuit. But New Biscuit's actually a thing. But out of Brisbane, Queensland, down under in Australia. And I checked, and this Ben Rankin is not on this. And that Mickey guy doesn't do anything with it either. Okay, but it doesn't matter. So, this album, First off, you know, New Biscuit started in 2018. This is their second album that they've put out. And it is a unique style of psych rock, shall we say. It's like a blend of krautrock, toss in some garage rock and some modern type psych, and then with a couple vocals that are they just meld and they go together. It's just wonderful stuff. It's filled, the album's it's filled with these hypnotic grooves that are happening. Very good. This, you know, the name of this is SOS. SOS. It's pretty hard to read anything on this cover. It's a very, very busy cover. But there's just these ethereal harmonies, great vocal harmonies that are happening with the two female singers on here, Billy Starr and Grace. And boy, this thing is just so good. You know, there's songs on here like Rain, and it has like this krautrock vibe that's happening, and then it just turns into a full-blown rocker. It starts with the Star, which is kind of a weird, trippy beginning, and then the rhythm section, which the rhythm section on this, a lot of it almost has like a disco beat to it. The bass is loud and thumping. The drums is just pushing on. A little bit like Krungbin. You know, if you like the feel of the Krungbin, that kind of that rhythm section, you get that here. But it almost has this disco-y feel, but it's sure not disco. But it pushes the music on. Oh, there's songs like Moment and Love Takes You Up were two of them. And it's kind of like this bubbly synth happening type music with these sweet vocals, but a garage rock vibe happening on underneath it. It's just good track after good track after good track. I've just been blown away by this album. Here is the inner sleeve, and we have, look at that, wow, hey, psyche there, because there is a lot of psych in here. You know, the women's vocals, though, you can hear them, so they're not really buried within the mix, so that does make a difference. This is number 324 of 350. I ordered this from their site. You know, I got some kind of notice or whatever, I think from Bad Afro Records, said it was coming out, and said, hey, and so I pre-ordered this a few months ago. So really excited to have this. This is just one of the best albums. I can tell you how good this album is. So I have this, and I was watching Sam the Vinyl Douche last week, and he talked about this album. I got so excited. It hadn't come in yet. It just got released this week. It hadn't come in yet, and I got so excited, so I bought this, and I bought another one, okay? And because I forgot that I had pre-ordered that from their site. So in comes this album, okay? And yeah, I did. So I had that. But then the next day, this one comes in. I go, oh man, crap! I got two of these. But you know, the one I bought off Amazon, the one I bought from the site. Then the next day, I got in a third one. Yeah, I have three because I didn't write down. I pre-ordered it. I love the samples on Sam the Vinyl Douche. I'd seen on Fuzz Club. Fuzz Club had it also. And I thought, well, that sounds really interesting. This is actually the Amazon. The Amazon version looks like this. The other two are limited. You know, so I got number 236 of 350, and I got 324 of 350. I've got the market there. Yeah, there's definite insanity going on here with me. I've never had three of the two pre-orders, and off there. I need to write this crap down, obviously. Yeah, because there is a lot of great stuff. So yeah, I can send back the Amazon. I got VCLT. I don't, but it is absolutely loving this album, and I can't get enough of it. So there we go. New Biscuit, SOS. more new music that just recently came out, and we have the Billy Strings. This is 2-album set, Billy Strings. Look at that. Isn't that just the coolest car? That's a Chevy Chevelle, man. Billy Strings is in there too. Bluegrass. But it kind of breaks the norm of what bluegrass is. So it's doing different things to the genre of bluegrass. Shall we say he's updating it for a new generation of bluegrass? Isn't that? Oh, God, I love old cars. I love antique cars. Wish I had one. So Billy Strings out of Lansing, Michigan. Born in 92, so he's a very young man. William Lee Apostole, something like that. Doesn't matter. His father died when he was 2 years old on a heroin overdose. His mother remarried, and the person he remarried was an accomplished bluegrass musician who taught Billy a ton. In fact, he took on the name Billy Strings because of an aunt, listening to him. He could just play all these strings instruments, especially like the banjo and stuff, and began learning bluegrass and just showed such great talent. Now, the problem is the parents became addicted to meth, and so the household was just a complete disaster. At age 13, he left home. Think about that. 13. You have kids. 13 years old and they leave home, or yourself leaving home at 13, says, this is it, I'm gone. And he left. And he got into a life of hard drugs. Well, his parents eventually cleaned up. And then he did what's called California Sober. And California Sober version of cleaning up is you quit the hard drugs, but you still keep with the weed and the mild psychedelics. This album was done with a lot of weed and a lot of mild psychedelics. Personal opinion, but I think he also admits that too. So yeah, but this is his fourth album. It's called Highway Prayer, and it's 2-album set, and it's really good music. It comes on. This is the indie exclusive vinyl. Looks like that. And I think this is what's really kind of neat here. Let's see if we can find it. Here is this has all the lyrics, but it looks like an owner's manual. What you used to do to get with your car, but we have here the lyrics to the song. This is what you wish more groups would just do something fun with, and have fun with that stuff. So there you go. Thing is, this 2-record set's not the cheapest thing in the world, so I'm sure they could afford doing this. But on here, there's 20 tracks in 74 minutes, so you got a lot of bluegrass. But again, it's different things happening. It just breaks bluegrass norms on this. You got Glid the Lily, which is just, I don't even get that what it is, but it's just a laid back country rocker that's happening. 7 Weeks in County, kind of, hey, I'm in the county jail or whatever. It has these strings and No. 7 Weeks in County has a spaghetti western feel. That's the one. Man, that is so cool. It sounds like, hey man, he's been listening to the good, the bad, the ugly here. Stratosphere Blues. There's a touch of psychedelic music in that. You have More Bud for Me. More Bud for Me. Well, that just kind of tells you how it all goes. Which was a song. Oh, where is that one at on here? And yeah, there it is. More Bud. It's like a big word. More Bud for Me. Okay. On there, the percussion beat. So you have this beat going on, done by percussion. It's done with bong hits. So someone's working that bong over, man, and just doing the percussion. So okay, we can see where this whole album goes. Yeah, but a lot of the music deals with traveling up in the upper peninsula of Michigan. He focuses a lot on that. He grew up a lot in Traverse City too, so he now lives in Nashville. This is really the laid back music. Laid back. The videos are very weird. Again, you could tell, there was just a lot of, yeah, man, it's just, let's get the groove going. And they did. And it really, it came out it sounds great. You know, I have another Billy Strings album I really enjoyed. I think I still have that, or did I lose that in the flood? Maybe I lost it in the flood. I'm not sure. But this is neat. Very cool. Bluegrass, but more to it. It is a 2-album set. It's not the cheapest thing in the world either, but I think you'd like it. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Way out west, can't afford to get no rest. Both the line and up on high, rips the darkness from the sky. Behind the wheel where I belong, leaning on a traveling song. Into the song that she was singing, the melody was an honest friend, and it felt like I was learning to fly. But I fear I'll never know the feeling. It must be nice to just be heard, and it might sound a bit absurd. I'd say
We go into this. SOM, Psalm, I guess. SOM is the name. Psalm is the name of the group. And these members, they came from various shoegaze and post-punk bands. And there's like this kind of a soaring, ethereal shoegaze, but yet there's this crushing post-metal. I might be best description of it. Basically, there's like a lot of these seismic riffs and haunting melodies. Maybe call it doom pop. That's what you get out of this. This is a European one. I got this from Radio Wasteland, from Jim down there. He showed it, and he goes, I go, what is it? He goes, I'm not sure we're talking about it. He goes, well, maybe I might like it. I have no idea about it, so I just ordered it. And it is. I like this. You know, this came out in 2022, and The Shape of Everything, and it's the second album from Psalm. And there's just lots of riffs and heavy, gloomy vocals. I mean, it's a little depressing, okay? There's songs like Animals that has these really kind of catchy hooks, really big guitars, and strong vocals behind this kind of a melancholy, which makes absolutely zero sense, but that's the best I can tell you about it. There's a strong blend of post-rock in here, guitars with slow tempo rhythms section and kind of hypnotic vocals. Now, the thing is, they don't bury the vocals, so the vocals are still out there front and center. You can still hear them very, very well. You know, there's just lots of thunderous riffs going on here, and you could say like blankets of reverberating percussion. Definitely a doomy type feel, but shoegazy, but harder, where you kind of get that almost like a post-metal type stuff. So, yeah, the name of the group is Psalm, and the album is Shape of Everything. Something a little different, not bad. This. And this is from Brucey Baby Ron. One of the albums he sent me, the Zulus. And the Zulus is a Boston band, formed in 1978, and they broke up in 1992. They started out, the name of the group was Human Sexual Response, kind of a post-punk group. But they changed their name to Wild Kingdom. Well, there's an insurance company called Mutual of Omaha. And Mutual of Omaha had a TV show, Wild Kingdom. So they said, no, you can't use that name. So I'll sue you. So they changed the name again to the Gospel Birds. And then there was a production company, a publicity company, I think it was. Publicity company said, Well, you can't use that. We are called Gospel Birds, so you need to change your name or we're going to sue you. So the fourth name was the Zulus, and that stuck. So they took a while. This is kind of straightforward rock and roll. And coming out of Boston, Boston has so much stuff happening, going on. It's really incredible. And the music's kind of hard rocking, pre-grunge. You could see where this was going, and there's a reason for it. Bob Mould produced this. This came out in 1988. Name of the album is Dance on the Floor. You know, again, as usual, I don't tell. Down on the Floor. Down on the Floor is the name of the album. It's very tiny here. They wanted to make sure you couldn't really see it, I guess. There's the label off Slash. And we have an inner sleeve. Down on the Floor. Okay. So this came out in 88. Bob Mould produced it. And so you could see his hand, this harder rocking. You don't have an indie, there's no 80s sheen on this thing whatsoever. It's just a great hard rocking album with angry guitars and pounding drums. And that's what you're getting. The group didn't last much longer, till 92. The drummer of the group actually left and joined Bob Mould and Sugar. So, you know, obviously they kept, stayed in touch. But really neat. It's a group I'd never heard of. The Zulus, Down on the Floor, good hard rock.
It made me sad. Seeing your conscience erased. You had a gaze that seemed miles away. You had a grasp. It made me frightened to stay. I think I am not gonna fall for your old tricks again.
Also from Brucey Baby, Ron. And again, thank you, Ron. These albums have been just stuff I've never heard of, and it's been really fun. Junior Gone Wild, Less Art, More Pop. Less Art, More Pop. And they're out of Edmonton, Canada. So formed in 82, broke up in 95, reformed in 13, broke up in 22. Country punk, maybe might be the way to describe it. And they have put out 7 albums. There we go, the label and inner sleeve we have here. Band and that. So, what we have on this, Less Art, More Pop, debuted in 1986, this came out. We got little Popeye arms, which is always fun. And their front man, Michael McDonald, was really into alt rock, but yet the co-front man was David, oh fudge, I can't find the last name. I can't think of the last name on here. Larson, maybe that might have been it. He's into jangle pop. So one guy likes alt country, the other person likes jangle pop. Their bassist, guy named Dave, he was into more 60s garage rock. So we meld them all together and we put that all into here, and you come up with Junior Gone Wild. And it's really just a fun album combining various genres. And they throw it all together. You have a song like Martha Quinn, the MTV DJ, which is just kind of a goofy love song. Slept All Afternoon was a cool song. And Old Blue was another one that just like slacker odes that were made. Cosmos was just a hard rocking with screaming guitars. They just really let loose. Why I Hate the 60s was another cool one, where they used a Mercy Beat type of a spoof. And then someone just has real country rock type feel to it. This was just a fun album. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. Very enjoyable. Yeah, it's just something totally different out of Edmonton, Canada. Junior Gone Wild, Less Art, More Pop. well today. I might let you out of class early today, kids. Wow. We have Squalls. And this Squalls, the name of this album, what the hell is the name? Rebel Shoes. There we go. Rebel Shoes. I know you've heard of this group, right? Out of Athens, Georgia. Formed in 81, broke up in 89. This was the time where REM was taking over the world, and everybody was going to Athens, Georgia to find that next REM band. Well, this was one of them. And see, they're there kind of down by the grain elevators. It's a sextet, though on the picture there's only 5 of them. Looks like a quintet. And kind of, I would call it almost like a second-tier band. I mean, let's be honest. There was nothing. It's nice music. It's good music. It's nothing that you're going to really remember. But everyone was signing whoever they could get down there. And this was their debut album that came out in 1987. They broke up in 89, so we know how well it did. It's, you have songs like which is kind of an instrumental type of a song. Kind of 80s tinged, though. You could definitely feel the 80s in here. Unlike, the Zulus, where you didn't have that feel. The music was made kind of with college radio in mind, with a country rock feel. And definitely, again, that's where they were trying to lean into a little bit more of the country rock. Dreamers was a song. There's some real nice harmonies on here. Some nice jangle pop happening. The album's pleasant. It's enjoyable. It's not memorable. And, it was inexpensive. I saw it. I like, okay, this looks like college rock. It's kind of stuff you would get, from that 80s. So I gave it a shot. And, I mean, it's not terrible, but I can't hum a song on here to you. So, yeah, that's what we got. I can hum from New Biscuit. I can hum you a bunch of songs off that thing. Jesus, like 3. Who buys 3 albums? Not knowing what the hell they're doing. See, maybe I shouldn't be even given the credit card anymore. I don't know. That's just crazy, but oh well. We'll get some of that sent out, maybe sent back. I'm not sure what I'm doing with all that yet. Great album. So thanks for hanging out with me. We did it. I got through all that music. That is incredible. I just didn't get you through a day in the life. I will say I was off the other day, and I'm kind of, I'm not working many hours right now. I'm on salary, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just sitting around the house going, well, what do you do? I mean, I don't know what the hell you do. So get more reading done. Appreciate it, everyone. Have yourself a wonderful week. Bye.